Господин посланик, кои според вас са основните предизвикателства пред сигурността на България и как щатите ни помагат за тяхното разрешаване в момента? И по-точно вие казахте, че акцентът ще бъде върху антитерористичната борба. Какво имахте предвид?
Well, first of all, I think that Bulgaria has made some very wise historical choices in opting to pursue membership in NATO and the European Union, and it's certainly our view that Bulgaria has benefited greatly over the years from that. And certainly the United States sees Bulgaria as a very reliable and firm ally in our alliance. And I hope that the people of Bulgaria recognize this as something very positive. I think all of us learned, certainly back in 1998 with the bombings in East Africa, I think on September 2001, and here in Burgas in 2012, that threats can come from anywhere, not only from neighboring states, and that being part of a larger security organization like NATO is a benefit to all of its members. I did announce the other day that we plan on launching a new bilateral working group in the area of counterterrorism. You recall that when Secretary Kerry was here in January, we launched strategic dialogue consisting of 4 working groups. We're going to add a 5th. We think this is a logical area for us to be working together. I think Bulgaria and the United States have shared concerns about the possibility of terrorist attacks against our nations. Both of our nations have been the victims of terrorist attacks. So we're very much looking forward to this. We think Bulgaria and the United States both have a lot to gain from this kind of dialogue. It's my impression, having observed this country for 25 years, that this country has a vibrant democracy. Sometimes, obviously, there has been a certain amount of political instability, but that's not anything to be surprised about in a country which has gone through and is still going through a major societal and political transition. We don't talk about individual governments, but what I can say is that we'll work with anyone, with any government which we believe is committed to advancing the same kind of values that we have, which is committed to being a firm partner of the United States in NATO, which is interested in working with us and taking on challenges not only within this region but without them. And we have an excellent partnership with this government, and I think with this government we've built upon a lot of the progress that we've made with previous governments. So in today's region, some have said that Bulgaria actually looks quite stable. If you look around, you have in neighboring countries upcoming elections and so forth. So I'm very confident that Bulgaria's democracy is capable of dealing with the challenges that are before it.
Ваше превъзходителство, вие сте не само познавач на България, но и на Балканите, които в момента се намират на фронтовата линия. Смятате ли, че е вече време да се размрази членството на Македония за НАТО, която изпълнява всичките си задължения?
Well, I can certainly talk on behalf of the policy of the United States, not necessarily of the entire alliance. It's certainly been the view of the United States for many, many years that we would like to see Europe, what we call whole, free, and at peace, because it's our firm conviction that the countries which are now in NATO and the European Union, going back many decades, have been great beneficiaries of that membership, and we'd like to see that spread to those countries which are still outside of those organizations, including in the Western Balkans. In terms of Macedonia, I think that NATO has a long-standing policy of looking forward to welcoming Macedonia into NATO, provided that the long-standing disagreement over the name can be resolved. So I think that ultimately, when all the countries of the Western Balkans are integrated into NATO, I think it's something which will benefit this region. I think will benefit the alliance.